Before I start this video, I want to ask a couple questions for people. I didn't realize the link click video was gonna blow up in that way. I was just a mid video I made on the whim. I had a lot of videos fail. No one watched them, like the Friday Night Funkin' videos and Pokemon Showdown videos, but I still want to make them. I enjoy making. But I wanted to ask people, if anyone's gonna watch this, I hope people will watch this video. Please, is anyone willing to watch me play like Princess Maker 2, a video game, which is like a video game where you have a princess and you get to like max her stats out to like see if she becomes a general, a slut, a whore, or whatever you want to make her. She has multiple endings. And as well as that, if not maybe that game, would anyone want to just hear my thoughts on like yaoi and shit? Just like you know, get recommendations to like yaoi stuff that I've been reading, stuff that I'm reading right now, whether it be novels, whether it be manhwa, whether it be manga, whether it be webtoons or webcomics. I mean, webtoons are manhwa, but they're a little separate. All sorts of stuff. I'm reading novels, like actual novels, believe it or not. Watched anime. I've read manhwa. I've read manga, and I've read certainly. I think I've read one or two doujinshi, but we're not into the doujinshi. I'm not into doujinshi as a general rule, or hentai for some reason. So if you want my thoughts on those, just comment down below, and I'll try to make a couple videos on starter set for BL, because I think that'd be really interesting. But no, thank you again. Just enjoy the video. This took me a lot more work than usual for some of my more anime-esque analysis videos. Thank you very much for watching. Scissor 7 is also a Chinese anime. I don't know. I know it's on Netflix, but I don't know who the studio is. And so I should have looked that up, but I didn't feel like it. Cause I don't think you need to know. I just think you need to know is that this anime is fucking great. It's a great fucking anime. It has 3 seasons. They're all 3 seasons. The 3rd season just completed about a couple weeks ago, and it's from and they're about like 10 episodes per season, 10 episodes per season, I believe, and about 15 minutes per episode, so not very long. So it's a very digestible watch. But what's so interesting about Scissor 7 is that, first off, not enough people are talking about it. I think it's underrated. But it's also that it's a tale of 3 different seasons, right? You have 3 different seasons that are important in each of their own ways, but they all build up to create this magnificent story that is all encompassing of this amazing world that's been created by whoever created this show. So you got season 1, which is like an introduction. So there's minor spoilers before we continue. Some of the pictures are minor spoilers, but not really. You'll get all this. So season 1 is an introduction into the world of Scissor 7. Who is 7? Kind of like what are his loves, what are his likes, all sorts of stuff. I'm going to try to keep the details minimal, so I don't want to spoil a lot, but there are some minor spoilers here and there. You get introduced into this world, the island of Chicken Island, or Jidao. And you get to meet all these crazy and wacky characters with our titular character Scissor 7, or Achi, who is he's a barber by day and a shitty assassin by night. All right, I don't think he's killed anyone as a fucking assassin so far. I think legitimately as Scissor 7. And he's an awful assassin, to say the least. He doesn't do anything right, but he's a decent, not a great fucking barber. He's an average barber. We're not even gonna say decent. He's an average barber, and he has his friends over here, the 2 little chickens to his right, who kind of work with him. And you get to meet all sorts of different other swordsmen and characters that have their own different styles of fighting and all that different stuff, because this is still an action show with a lot of humor in it, right? And so Scissor 7 is, in many ways, a humorous show that builds up serious moments to season 2, right? Because this show is about action. They got magic and shit. They got fucking chi powers and whatever, and they're doing martial arts and shit, throwing scissors around because scissors is his fucking weapon, and he's throwing shit around, and he's fighting all sorts of shit all the time. But season one is a build up, is the introduction. It's all the humor. All the humor is basically put into season one to basically go into season two, the setup, right? Because season two still follows a lot of the humor and a lot of the stuff, but it becomes a lot more serious throughout. There's more serious actions, more serious stuff is going on. We get to see more of Scissor 7. Achi, a little bit of his, let's just say, edgier side, I guess. You know, every protagonist got to have his edgy side. I guess you could say edgy side. I don't know if I want to say that. It's more of his older self, let's just say, right? Because there's certain stuff that happened in his past. I don't really want to say much about it. I don't want to ruin too much. I don't know how much I'm ruining. So I'm just gonna say there's stuff from his past coming back that he may or may not remember. You know, just as minor spoilers here and there. But it's still not a fully serious story. It's not drama heavy. It's still basically mostly just humor. There's a lot of slice of life humor, kind of still introduction to different characters, introduction to new characters that come into the season, more humor, but there's now, you can tell from season one there was slight hints of an overarching plot. But in season two, bam, you can see it. There is an overarching plot, and there are serious moments that are fucking bam, heart-wrenching, man. There's some heart-wrenching moments in season two. And then this leads us into season three. Rising action, as we would like to call it. We can I don't want to ruin season three. I think that's I can't say much about season three. And I'm trying to word it in a way so that no one gets any spoilers from it. But season three is rising action. Shit's going down in season three. Let's say this: the action sequences are fucking amazing. The animation quality sucks. It's just a lot of shit's going down in season three. Really serious, hardcore shit, and you get to leave Chicken Island to see more different countries, more different lands, let's just say, in season three. It's a lot more serious with Achi, doing certain things in other places. I can't really say much. It's such a good show. The animation quality, the premise of the show, all sorts of stuff. So as I stated before, the animation quality of Scissor 7 is really interesting. It's very reminiscent, I guess, of Mob Psycho 100 in the type of, there's like chi and stuff, the fluidity of the motions, how they move some of the stuff, even the art style, but it's still unique to whoever created this. It's a very unique characters in the show. It's memorable, right? I see this silhouette, and I know it's Achi, it's Scissor 7, my dude. I see that little girl, I know who she is, right? And each of them have different powers, different movements, and it's all very fluid with humor in it. And a lot of shows just can't do that. I think Scissor 7 does a really good job with that. And so, in conclusion, I gotta say, you gotta watch Scissor 7. I think it is such an underrated gem. It is a gem of Chinese animation, right? You can get it if you have Netflix, you can watch it in English, like dubbed. I don't really like the dub though, sorry. Whoever, I don't think it works well. I think the Mandarin is, the way to, if you understand Mandarin, which I do, the Mandarin, the original Mandarin is pretty fucking funny, and there's some interesting stuff in it. If you ever want me to go in more detail with more spoilers, I could totally explain more about it. There's also a Japanese dub if you just feel like, fuck it, I just want to watch Japanese. But I promise you, I think you'll enjoy the Chinese ones more. I think the English dub is, I understand where they're going for it, but I didn't think it was it worked well with certain, let's just say. So just watch the damn show. It's a fucking great show. And I don't know why people have been sleeping on it. I don't see much people talking about it. I think you should just watch Scissor 7. It's pretty good.